Welcome everybody to the Total Therapy Training Podcast, where you accompany me on my very own journey through traditional Chinese medicine. It is the intention with this podcast to raise people's awareness of how traditional Chinese medicine can benefit us in our physical and mental well-being. We hope you enjoy the show. So welcome, Martina, to the Total Therapy Training Podcast. How are you today?
Oh, hello everyone. Yeah, pretty good, I have to say.
Excellent. Okay, Martina, today we are talking about the power of herbs. Whilst we may be covering traditional Chinese medicine on this podcast, you actually grew up with herbs being a massive part of your culture in Slovakia. So today we're going to dive into that. I am so excited to hear this, as I just love learning all about herbs. So Martina, firstly, tell us, what is your story? Who are you and what do you do?
So, I'm in a health and fitness industry past 13 years, nearly. I'm holistic therapist, sport rehabilitator, fitness instructor, strength and conditioning coach, touch of in nutrition, and currently I'm studying traditional Chinese medicine with the total therapy. I don't few other courses with them. So my work cover body and mind, and ideally with a holistic approach, looking for the reasons behind the illnesses and go and treat them from the beginning. So that's why, and that's what I do. And also some energy healing as well. Not to forget that.
Yes, how could you forget that?
No.
Bless you, you are so busy. It's amazing. Okay, so today we're talking about herbal remedies, as I said. So please tell us, how did you first start using the herbs?
Because I came from where I came, Slovakia, the herbs you grow with them. You live in a village. You're surrounded by the nature. You have your gardens and you grow them there. You're making remedies from ever since we have been born. Because I know my mom said when we have been babies, using certain teas to drink, then certain teas to wash the baby's skin, or certain herbs to make the tinctures for the healing, I don't know, the baby's pimples. So I've been introduced to the herbs ever since I have been born.
Wow. I'm quite jealous, so to you, this is just a natural thing to do.
So absolutely, it's I know it may sound so exciting for you, but for us it's a pretty normal thing, and loads things we have learned in the schools, loads things you are learning as you grow at home, from your grandparents to your parents to, I don't know, people who you are surrounding with. You've seen it everywhere. You've seen it in your garden. You've seen it when you go in the forest. Fair bit we also touch in the school lessons ever since pretty young age, as I remember. So it's very natural to me, and to not having the same sources here. Actually, I do crave that and whenever we are going in the nature somewhere, I always say, "Oh, this is that, and this is this. Oh, it's no season for this plant. We need wait till it's another season."
Really? Wow.
Yes, because there are certain herbs you can only harvest in a certain time of the year, when the herb has the most powerful healing properties inside. You can't just go wake up in the morning, middle of, I don't know, let's say October, and go and pick dandelion. Dandelion. First of all, they're not in flowers, and even if you may find some some dandelion somewhere, it won't have the same effect if you harvest them in the right time.
Oh my goodness. So when you said then that sometimes you walk out in the nature and you see the plants, so we have the herbs growing over here in the wild.
Absolutely, you had the herbs everywhere.
What?
Everywhere. You just go in a park and they are everywhere. Everything, no everything, but loads plants has healing benefits. You just don't know how to use them because you didn't learn about it, and it's just you as you don't know. But when I go in the park and I can see and I know it's a safe, I pick some.
My God, I'm jealous. I am actually jealous.
Well, you've been born in the wrong country.
I think so. So you said a minute ago that you learnt about them in school as well. Is that right?
Mhm. We learn fair bit in school about the herbs, about the shrooms, mushrooms, but not just the mushroom. There are other shrooms who are on the planet, which one are good for you to be able to eat, which one are poisonous and you should avoid them. We learn that in the school. Then, and then when you go in the forest and you see some shroom somewhere, well, oh yeah, that it's good for the soup, that's good for the side dish, that's good for the frying, that's good for the picking and drying, and use them in the other soup. And you have loads of them in Wales because we went to pick them, not last year, a year before.
Really?
Yeah, and they are so expensive in a shop, and you have them on your doorstep. But because you don't understand what they are and how to use them, you wouldn't even think they are there.
No,
They
definitely
are
not.
everywhere. Everything is everywhere. Healing plants are everywhere. People just everywhere.
It's just
Even down our park.
this is blowing my mind. So basically, we've got all these healing properties around us. We just don't know they're there in the UK.
You don't know how to use them, and you don't, and because you don't know what they are and how to use them, you don't have. Why? You wouldn't know.
My
But
God.
if I go in a park and my partner is Sam,
Yeah.
there are the certain herbs who are growing around the like more watery places. And when you harvest that herb, when you obviously cool and wash at home and dry it, you can use the tea when you have a problem with your urinary tract. And also you can do like a steam bath and sit on it when you have a urinary problem. Mm.
Wow. Oh my God.
It's there in England everywhere. I've seen it all the time
So,
when
so
it's season.
wow. So I was going to ask them, what can herbs be used for? But it sounds like pretty much everything.
What can herbs can be used for well everything depend what you wanna is different what problem you have, what problem you wanna treat or conditions or just in general well-being improvement and boost like elderflower cordial what we make every year. Just go in the park, pick some elderflowers and do the thing at home, or dandelions as well. They are good for cough if you make a remedy, or leaves good for salads to cleanse the liver.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God. Oh my God.
yeah,
I always used to say this about cannabis, right? I used to say that God put everything on this green earth that we need to survive. And he
yeah.
made them herbs for a reason. There's a reason why they're growing.
Absolutely. Well, yes, they are the reason why they grow because not only us as a human, but they are the animals who probably would use them as well. Who would be more drawn to them when they have a problems, and people are just so not interested. But everything what we need, the planet gave us. Everything what we need to be able, because the human body can heal itself. We just need to give the human body properties to help to heal the faster or speed up the healing process. But the body can recover it. And Chinese and alternative medicine working with that. It's not a I'm gonna cure the body condition. Well, I'm helping the human body to cure the condition because the human body can repair.
Wow. So it just needs like an extra little boost to help it along.
Sometimes booster, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you are thirsty, what you're gonna do? You're gonna drink some water, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you having inflammation inside, the body is fighting with because body produce antibodies, white cells. So what you're gonna do? You're not gonna specifically, if you're talking out alternatively, specifically killing the condition, but logically you're boosting immune system so the body can fight with the condition better. When you are ill, what do? You eat good food to help the body fight with the infection or some problem faster. Same like after operation, you need goodness for body to get recovery quicker. So you eat it, you drink it, and also you pour the things around it, essential oils. Well, for example, they are made from the herbs.
Yeah, of course they
It's
are.
only the side product from the herbs. Lavender, yeah, for example, well known.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, just every single culture has a different. Chinese medicine, they use the different herbs. Maybe some of the herbs are also same as we use, because when I check my Chinese herb book, loads of the herbs are same. We just call them different, not with the Chinese name.
Yeah.
So
How do you prepare the herbs, and then how do we take them?
well, Sarah, you again, it's different if you having a tincture where you will put, let's say, for your wounds, or you having tea where you're gonna drink, or you having a tea where actually you can put on the skin. Because I remember when I was younger and I have acne, my mom always made me this tea, and I was washing my face with twice a day, fresh every day. Or you will make a cream from the herbs as well, or you will make oil from the herbs and use it as a side product with the healing benefits, or you will use herbs as the fresh one, let's say dandelion leaves in the salad. That's a well common one. Well, I know you can eat fresh and nothing's happened. Or you will just use the fresh herbs, wash it and scrunch it in the hands and put it directly on the wound, because they are everywhere.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so simple, but we just don't get taught it, do we?
I know. I remember when my brothers has always ingrown nails on the feet. There is herbs outside, some leaf, and you just pick the leaf, wash the leaf, squash it a little bit so it's break down slightly, and put it on the wound. It will soak all the pus out.
So I remember being little and getting stung by stinging nettles, and my mum got a dock leaf and wiped it on me.
There you are.
So
But for that, I would use a cut onion. Yeah, if you will, because onion has healing properties. So when you have a cough, for example, like I do, I chopped yesterday a fresh onion, chopped it, pour the sugar, the pure sugar on it, leave it macerated for a few hours, and then I will take spoon of that what is left there from the onion 3 times a day.
oh my God, that is fun! Like this is amazing.
That's what we do. Sarah is different.
Yeah, but it's natural. It's in your garden. It's in the park, like,
It's everywhere.
and it works.
Even around the house, if you wanna keep your house, like without the germs, you will put or you can hang back in cultures. They always has it, so they hang a little chili peppers, together, and they hang them somewhere around the house. So because it attracts the bacteria. Obviously, you're not gonna eat them chili peppers. You're gonna throw them in a bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or if you have a cold, like I'm a little bit snotty now, so last night I put on my side table next to my bed a lemon chopped, fresh, just there to breathe.
And does that take the like, I don't know.
It helps with you're not gonna eat the lemon, you're gonna throw the lemon in the bin. I have to say that, because I know people will be tempted, but yeah.
Just have a little suck on the lemon.
It's loads things how we can incorporate alternative into our daily based life. Just people forgetting about it because it's so much easy to go and buy the things from supermarket, mass made or mass produced.
Yeah. Oh my God. And they're not
But,
the best anyway, are they, from the
but
supermarket?
and people are forgetting that first of all, body is repairable, but sometimes body need help to repair faster or
Yeah.
repair better. And the help you getting from what? Internally, food, externally, good things.
Yeah. And like you're saying about your mum making that tea for your acne, because you've got beautiful skin. So it obviously works.
Well, absolutely. You had that tea not only for that. You had that tea when you have some open wound and you wanted heal the wound well faster. So that's you was washing it with that and put other leaves, dog leaf, for the fast recovery.
It's amazing. It's
Mm.
amazing. So
Nature give us everything what we need. We just forget to use it.
this is true. We're so busy looking outside ourselves into doctors and stuff like that that we forget like what's right there, don't we?
Well, every year we go and harvest some rose hip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will harvest the rose hip. We'll obviously wash them. I need to mention this washing because so often I've seen people don't wash anything, even the fruit and veg when they bring it from the shop.
Right.
So you wash them and then you can dry them and then you can drink them as a tea.
So how do you wash them then? Do you just literally rinse them under the water?
So yeah, have you washed your hands, Sarah?
I just didn't know if there was a special way that you that you do it.
Let's don't use the soap, yeah. Just wash them under the water, yeah. Wash them.
And then just let them dry naturally. Don't get a hairdryer or anything.
No, why
No.
would you? Yeah, and then if you don't have a food dryer, then you can dry them in the oven.
Oh, right.
Bake them, dry them. So on low settings, but it takes forever.
Does
It's
it?
better to invest, I think so, cheap one, 30, 40, 50 quid, and buy yourself the food dryer.
Right.
And
Okay.
then you can just place them and dry them and you can drink them. Or you can make a rose hip cordial, rose hip marmalade or jam, rose hip some tincture if you will let them macerate in some alcohol. You can make rose hip oil, just like them, mash them, let them soak in the oil for a while. Oh, and now is the season of the garlic, wild garlic. Yeah, have you heard?
Yes. Yeah. I heard somebody mention that.
Did you go and pick some?
No. No.
Yeah, wild garlic. Anywhere in every single park it is.
What's
And
go
from
on?
that, I'm gonna make it garlic butter in a salad. We made oil last year, but I didn't use it as much. So garlic butter is the best.
And what's garlic good for then? Wild garlic.
Immune system?
Right.
Yeah, immune system booster.
I see. Oh my God. And what about rose hip then? What's that one good for?
Antioxidant, keep you young. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Dandelion liver.
Oh,
Yeah.
got some dandelions in my garden. I might gonna have to go and steal some leaves and
Now the first you need to have a look when is the season, and I can't remember if it's starting from May till June, or the April till June, or May till July. Because it's always you need to have a look for the season where the plant produce the most benefit, healing benefits. Because every single plant will be different.
my goodness. So
Mm.
then, because I was going to ask, I feel a bit stupid now, but I was going to ask, in your culture, would you use herbs instead of medication?
Yeah.
Do you guys use medication for anything?
No, we do use you will, yeah.
Yeah.
But even now, first things when my mother heard me, I don't feel I will like doesn't sound 100%. She said to me, did you make yourself a tea? And I said, yeah, I did. She made this, it's a 4 different herbs mixture, and she make it every year. And I always take it with me when I go home.
Yeah.
But all these herbal teas, if you drink them for the, like, don't want to say a medical purpose, but for the healing purpose, it's usually 2 weeks max, and then you need detox. But bear in mind, it's a sort of alternative medication.
Right.
So I have a tea at home, a special blend for stomach, for digestive problems. If I ever feel full, as after the dinner, I will drink lemon verbena tea. I have it in the garden, the plant, because it's just a natural one.
Yeah.
Yeah, to refresh.
So does that make you stop making you feel so bloated, so full?
Lemon verbena.
Wow. Oh my god.
What else? These are the most common one, mint and peppermint, digestion as well. But I study aromatherapy for 2 years. So the herbs and essential oils, we touch a fair bit when I was doing that,
I see.
from aromatherapy point and how to blend and what with what regards the essential oils.
Yes. So by creating the essential oils with these herbs and then letting them burn, does that have the same kind of qualities?
Well, because obviously the sense is going through your nose, certain oils will give you different therapeutic effect, calming, refreshing. Some of the essential oils you can digest, and they are good for digestion, and you can physically digest them. Some of them you can only use externally.
Okay.
Some of them you have to be careful to go and avoid the sunshine because they are photogenic, you know. So you can't just say, oh yeah, let's do this. And some of them you can't blend together either. There are certain oils can't go together with the certain ones.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting. Who knew? I did not know that essential oils come from herbs.
And can I ask you, what did you think essential oils came from?
I haven't even thought about it, to be honest. Obviously, like when you mentioned the lavender, that makes sense. Yeah, of course it comes from a herb. But then I suppose I didn't think that lavender was a herb. I don't know what I thought. I don't know. Ah!
Well, you see, it's a plant, lavender, but it's a plant with the healing properties.
Yeah. I just thought
So
lavender was good for sleep.
yes, but that's mean it has a healing benefits to help you sleep and
Yeah.
relaxing.
Oh God, I feel stupid now.
Same like, I don't know, orange, mandarin, tangerine. They are well uplifting all the citrus fruits. Well, it's the same like perfumes. You buy the perfume for some reasons, and
Yeah.
I always check what properties the perfume has, what essential oil, and then from there, no, I don't like that, so thanks. Oh yes, oh I like that. Oh yeah, if you last on my skin for ages.
Ah, so which perfumes will last for longer then? Is there?
Well, the one where it's quite a bit of the base notes, because essential oils are divided in 3 different biggest group: top, middle, and base note. And the base note will last on the skin. It's depend on the skin and the person who use it, but it can last there up to 2 days.
Oh,
But depend. And then the base oils, it's depend what, I don't know, what you like, what you are drawn to, what you are attracted to, what you want to achieve with that base note. My favorite is one of them, patchouli, very earthy.
right. So do you practice herbs in your clinic? Like, if
Yeah,
somebody's
because I use essential oils, obviously.
right.
Essential oils and aromatherapy, and I can say that because I studied that, but I can't say my patients, or go and buy yourself that because it's going to help your stomach. No, I can give them guidance, or maybe go by example what I use as sharing the same interest. But in England, you can't directly say, yes, this one will help your stomach, for example.
Right. And it's
It
that,
will improve your health and well-being.
yeah.
It's a very controlled here. It changed a few years back with all the Chinese medicines and herb clinics. So, but if the people are open-minded and they want to learn more, then yeah, we will have a chat, and I will show them what I use, tell them what they can buy, because everything you can buy these days, everything is everywhere. It's accessible. People just don't know how to use it.
That's right. We probably wouldn't even think about it because we just don't hear about it.
No, and also it's so much easier go in the supermarket and buy also paracetamol for 19 pence.
Yeah.
The herb's gonna be far more expensive. Absolutely. Because someone needs to know what to pick it, to clean it, to dry it, to pack it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where paracetamol, come on, you make it in some mass production.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, but it's damaging our bodies though, isn't it? All these drugs and stuff.
People don't care. People want to see quick results, and with the herbs, you can't. Because why you want to see a quick result if why you would like to run your life so fast in front of you if you can actually go with the flow, absorb, learn it, and experience the process. It's the same like healing. You can make it up faster, but you can super shorten the healing process. Everything has certain time to grow, and to grow with a foundation to be able to and stable for a longer time. It's the same like house. Build it fast on the poor foundation. No, it's going to collapse soon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. My God. This is blowing my mind. I say this on every podcast, but it is. Like, I'm learning today. Jesus. Okay.
Learning every time.
Yeah, like so you messaged me when we were talking about doing this podcast, and you said to me about you do things under the moon and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about that. What's that about?
Well, everything is ruled by the moon, because every month we are ruled by the moon. Our cycle is ruled by the moon, and more you will sync with the facts. We have daytime and nighttime. Then you will have understanding which month is better for which herb, and that's what we're saying by the moon, because every month is different, and the healing plant will have the different healing properties different time of the year, because they need the time to grow as well. If they would be mass grow and fast grow, they wouldn't create enough healing benefits or healing properties inside the plant.
My word.
So everything has a time, certain time to grow,
Yeah.
to develop very,
And
very quickly.
is that why all the moons are called different names then? Because like you get blue moon, harvest moon, hunter's moon. Like is that?
I don't know. My moon knowledge is not as wide as my essential oils and herbs.
Oh. Okay, it's just because when I started getting into the full moon and stuff like that, I was reading about why they're called certain things, and it was all about the native Indians, in North America at the time, and that's when they used to harvest certain things. So I'm wondering if it marries the same as what you're kind of saying.
Will be. This definitely will have a link, because all these been passed on past years, many years ago.
And it makes me laugh, like, way back in the day, we didn't have drugs. We didn't have these synthetic pills. So these herbs and stuff is what must be keeping people alive and a lot healthier than what we are today.
I know someone said to me, cancer was always here. You just didn't talk about it.
I don't know if I believe that anymore.
I don't believe that either.
I really don't. I had a video dropped into my email box the other day, and it's from this doctor who's all about herbs and nutrition and stuff like that, and the title was "Delete After Viewing," and I was like, wow. So I watched this video, and it's because it's quite controversial, And this doctor was telling everybody all about the chemicals in our clothes, the chemicals in our food, the chemicals in our water, the chemicals in the air, that, like, you know, our, like, grandparents, even our grandparents of today, would never have been in contact with. And that's why there's so much more disease. That's why there's so much more cancer. And I was like, oh my God.
Sarah, I remember I was in how old I was that time? Maybe 10 years old. When my physics teacher said to us, and this we was learning about the plastic. So it's what, 32 years ago? 32 years ago, and he said, you may don't see yet, but it will be so much cancer from all these plastic things in a few years' time. And look at now. And we was learning, and he said, don't drink from the plastic cups. Every single plastic cup will chip some plastic into your system, and body can digest it.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
32 years ago. 32.
That's crazy. It's like I heard something about. Have you? There's a Netflix. I can't think what it's called, but it's all about Teflon, and you know the frying pans and the chemicals that come off that and into the water is killing all the cows and all the people in this one village in America. And I just think, and it's a fact that when you cook with these Tefal, non-stick frying pans, it comes off the pan onto the food. You ingest it, your body can't break it down. It's making us ill. So I went round throwing out all the Tefal pans, everything.
Well, once your Tefal pan starting chipping off, the pan should be in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I just won't use them at all. My mum went out and bought a brand new one. I was like, you can take that back. It's not coming in this house.
So there you are. There is a really good company where I can highly recommend it if you want to invest it in the cooking appliances. Well, the cooking sets. It's called Zepter Medical. Because we use them. Pricey. The cooking set costs, I think, so over $2,000. But it's for life.
Yeah, and you're not going to get any dodgy chemicals on the back of it. God, I could talk all day about this, but I won't. Okay, so tell us then about a success that you've had using herbs, whether that be on yourself, in your family, whatever.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My Nana always made this calendula cream for the veins. Yeah, we make it at home, calendula cream for the varicose veins, and she used that for years to improve with her veins. So that's always. Dog leaf for any wounds and abscesses on the skin. Yeah, all the time, a success. That acne water or tea all the time. That was good as well. Dandelion remedy for cough, fantastic. Just name it, every single one make a success, Sarah. There is nothing non-successful.
So there's
with the head. How?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, even now, when you have a baby, a newborn, and the baby have a problem with the digestion, what you're gonna do? You're gonna rub some fennel cream or fennel tea to drink. That's a herb.
Yes.
It's a fennel. Turmeric, antioxidant, anti-inflammation.
I've just started putting turmeric in my coffees.
Oh, it's a big thing now these days. Big
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it's like the reason why I found turmeric was my dog's got arthritis, and I found
anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, I found this thing on Facebook, and I started making these little. So it's got black pepper, olive oil, and turmeric in there, and you make them into like a little they're like coffee bean presses, and she has one of them, and she doesn't limp anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, because the black pepper is really good for digestion. Speed up. Yeah. Black pepper is really good for digestion. That's another herb. Yeah, it's a herb. Basil is herb as well. Well, everything we have in the kitchen is herb. Oregano is herb, and everything has some healing benefits.
Oh my God.
You just don't know.
See, look, so it makes sense to not use these, like, I don't know, if you want to make a spaghetti bolognese, don't buy the pre-packaged sauce. Make it from scratch and use your own herbs. It's a lot better. And garlic.
Garlic, another one, antioxidant and good for digestion, bloating.
Yeah.
There is a really good tea called Lapacho. Lapacho tea, natural antibiotic.
Lapacho.
Lapacho.
Oh my God.
Mm?
I'm going to get right into this now.
Natural antibiotic one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a new rabbit hole for me to go down.
Tea. What else? It's everywhere. It will be elderflower season soon. So we make some elderflower cordial. You can actually eat elderflower flowers.
Can you?
You can put them in breadcrumbs.
And what is elderflower good for?
Antioxidant. And also it's if you mix it with other herbs, it's good for cough.
Right.
Mm.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get.
Well, everything what these older generation use was boost your immune system, because you care about your own immune system. People forgetting to care about your own immune system. It's actually in this world where we live in, you only own one thing, your own self. You don't really own anything else. And how you care about your own self? Eat poor food, you will feel very poor.
Yes. This is what I'm finding. Honestly, I think since I've found this little corner of the world, right, my eyes are wide open now. And like I sit here, like we were talking before we started recording, and I was like evaluating my life, thinking, oh my God, I need to sort my shit out.
It's life is magical. And every evening I'm listening to some not a podcast, but on the YouTube, this doctor from America. I actually really like him because it doesn't sound like classical America.
Yeah.
Obsessed with all these pharma companies.
Yeah.
And he always say our body can repay itself. We just need to give them boost if they need. Yeah. And care about ourselves. Less sugar, more activity, more positivity, less stress. Use more herbs. Spice your life.
Yeah, and it's not exactly difficult either, is it? It's like, so I know what you said, like, you know, some people, it is expensive to buy the herbs, but surely we can learn what's what, and then go and pick it ourselves and wash it and dry it, like you said, and use it ourselves. Like, there's got to be books out there, I'm sure, or a YouTube video, I'm sure.
The books are everywhere. Yeah, books are everywhere, Sarah.
I'm going to invest. I need a Herbal Remedies book.
Well, if you're gonna invest, then one I can definitely recommend. Her name is Maria Treben. I think so. Her book been translated in 27 languages around the world. Wow. You still can get it on Amazon. Maria Treben. And I think so. It's called. Don't know how to translate it exactly, but if you will put her name there, it will pop out. One was God's Garden, and like healing remedies from Maria Treben.
Wow, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna have to, and then I'm gonna update you with all my what I've done.
And she had another book of the collection, and the one that another book is full of the successful stories what she has with her clients and patients.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have a read of that as well and see what real powers it's got.
And they are all recipes, what she was making and how she was preparing stuff.
Oh, fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I need in my life.
Yeah, and this is good. If you never tried, then definitely go for it.
Definitely. Okay, so my last question, but I think I know the answer, but I want to hear your opinion on it. So, with Chinese herbs, then, does it work the same way, or are the methods a little bit different?
It's same way because the herbs has properties and use maybe Chinese, because the China as a country is completely different than the European country. So the other things will grow there, but we can't have here because of the climate
I see.
logic
Yeah.
as well. So and they will use it different. But some things what we grow, you won't be able to get in China because the climate.
Of course.
Yeah. So loads things has a logic behind. Certain things you can only grow or you can only find, let's say, certain part of the world because of the climate. That's why certain herbs are, or even essential oils are so expensive because the plant or the herb or the, I don't know, tree, it's quite pricey
Yeah.
to find need to collect.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I was sitting there thinking, like, I should know these things, but like, obviously,
Yeah, where from you should know these things if no one ever told you?
true. Yeah, true.
Like where, if you never been surrounded by people like us, and if you never know, how you should know? Like from where would you know? Only
Exactly.
someone would have to give you some guidance, and then you can open your interest, and then you can learn and go.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of this podcast.
So exactly, and but because I grow in the world like that, and we still grow whenever I go home. For me, it's completely natural. As
Yeah,
all these alternative healing is pretty natural.
yeah. And I think it's the best way to be, really. I mean, unless like, you've got a really bad diagnosis and you do need the intervention of drugs or surgery or
Yeah,
whatnot.
I
Or
will never. I mean, don't get me wrong. I never will say, "Oh, avoid the Western medicine." No, because they have done fantastic things with the heart surgery and other things. But if there is no need for pill, why would you take it if you can supplement it with other things?
yeah, exactly.
And if the people will care about their own immune system better, and if your immune system will be stronger, then you can fight against the infection and viruses better.
Yeah. So say for instance then, you got me thinking now. Say for instance, if you were to catch COVID or whatnot, what herbs would you use for that?
So I would definitely start eating garlic more often than I do to boost my immune system. Yeah.
What, just raw, just eating it? Would that work?
Well, how else would you eat garlic,
I
Sarah?
don't know. I was thinking of putting it in food or something.
No, I would peel the garlic, make myself a toast, and scratch the garlic all over the bread.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good idea.
the fresh one.
Yeah.
That's how I would eat garlic.
Oh my god.
Because when you cook it, certain plants will lose the healing power.
Oh.
Oh, there you are.
Oh my
So,
god. I'm getting schooled today, proper.
yeah, so I would send my onion. I do eat a fresh onion, yeah. So do you,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah, I love onions. Love it.
There you are. So yeah,
Right.
COVID, and that I definitely would use my mother's tea
Yeah.
for the chest, just in case, and pray for God I'm gonna get better.
I think with your immune system, you'll be fine.
But I would definitely boost my immune system, and because these days you won't get anything from the doctors anyway.
No, you're not even allowed in.
I can go in the supermarket if I really need that, but I would try to avoid the paracetamol if I don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've got one more question because it's my feelings on mental health. is there any herbs for antidepressants? Instead of taking antidepressants, what herb would you use?
For antidepressants, the people need to start to do the activity, face the fact they have depression, and start to do something with it. And there are the essential oils to uplift your mood, 100%. Any citrusy one, orange, grapefruit, palmarosa, uplifting. And you can have a massage with the uplifting essential oils, for example, to help feeling good. You can have the reflexology to make you feel better.
Yeah, the activity.
And absolutely.
Get moving, people. Get moving.
Starting, yeah. Well, the first fact, because people like to be labeled, and every second person these days having depression. People has too much time to think.
That is true. That is true.
And I know that it's been really tough time for all of us past 2 years, but I think so. It's a time to shake off. If you suffer mentally, then go and seek the help. I highly recommend it. Hypnotherapy. I highly recommend. Absolutely. Reset your mind and start again.
That's good. That's a good bit of advice, that is. Reset your mind, start again.
Wow. Because it's been hard for everyone. No one has it. The people has it maybe less harder, more harder, but everybody did suffer. There was no one single person who didn't have any other thoughts because you couldn't see your loved one, you couldn't do what you like, your activities were really enjoy being taken away from you, the things we really like being taken away from you. So it's loads to heal mentally, loads. Not only the fact you physically felt unwell if you actually caught it and get it. Some people will suffer more, some people will suffer less. It touched me only briefly. I only lost taste and smell. Other than that, today I felt crazy, but that's it. That was my COVID. But I know people who've been really unwell. So, but we've been there now. It's a time to build.
Yeah, we're out of it now. So as far as it all goes, I mean, there's no restrictions. There's nothing like that. It's time to get on with life, isn't it?
For now, and immune system is being because from all that mental pressure what we had to be locked and not be able to do what we like, that's mental strain on our minds, and that can cause quite a fair bit of chemical imbalance to feel not good enough. Everybody had some sort of, well, majority of us had some sort of anxiety. Even I was one of them, but you have to face it.
Yeah.
And to do something with it. And if you can't do it by yourself, go and seek the help because it's plenty of outside.
Amazing.
I wouldn't rely on NHS in this situation because if you had a mental health and you're going to wait for them, in the meantime, worse thing can happen. So if you can reach privately.
Yeah. And look at the alternative therapies as well because they work.
It's loads and it does work to help you feel better. It's a load. Reflexology, one of them, highly recommend to the set up the mind, different, feel good. Aromatherapy as well. Acupuncture, big time. So Reiki if someone doesn't like the touch. So it's loads. Loads.
Amazing. Martina, thank you so much for your time today and your knowledge because I feel like I'm going to have to listen to this a few times because I want to take it all in, and I'm definitely going to get this Maria Treben's God's Garden book, definitely.
It may be not exactly God's Garden, but I think so. It's something similar. That's only why I translated in my mind. But if you will go on Amazon and type her name, that's definitely will pop out because it's loads.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Martina, for your help today. It's been amazing to talk. Sorry, say that again.
I said it's been a pleasure, as always.
Thank you so much for your time, and hopefully we'll see you again in the future for some more knowledge of yours, because I just love the way you speak. You just like buff, straight to the point, no messing, no fluff. Get it out there. I love it.
Well, you have to face it. It's a life. Life is short. We don't know how long we stay here. May as well enjoy it.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Martina.
Pleasure.
You've been listening to a Total Therapy Training podcast, where you've joined me, Sarah, on my journey through traditional Chinese medicine. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope to see you next time for even more incredible information.